The U.S. says all but one of 59 sea-launched Tomahawk cruise missiles hit their target, and the Syrians do not argue with that. 6 dead and many more injured, they say. The target was this Syrian airbase, believed responsible for Monday's chemical weapons attack. The U.S. says about 20 planes were destroyed. Syrians watching from the U.S. were ecstatic.
I'm really encouraged by the reaction this time by the Trump administration.
We're very glad that, United States finally make a move for humanity and to help Syrian people against this dictator. Been for 6 years killing Syrian people, killing civilians.
On Capitol Hill, there was support across party lines, though many felt the president should work with Congress on whatever happens next.
Making sure that Assad knows when he commits such despicable atrocities, he will pay a price is the right thing to do.
This was a response that was required in response to the commission of war crimes. I want to emphasize this is the beginning, not the end, but the signal that is sent around the world is very important.
It was not the first time that Syria's President Bashar al-Assad has used chemical weapons against civilians. And there have been hundreds of thousands of men, women, and children killed since the civil war began in 2011. But the TV images this week had a profound effect on Donald Trump, as he said in a news conference Wednesday.
It crossed a lot of lines for me. When you kill innocent children, innocent babies, little babies, with a chemical gas that is so lethal, people were shocked to hear what gas it was. That crosses many lines, beyond the red line, many lines.
That has led some to worry about the president's decision-making.
I think he was greatly influenced by those images. The problem with being influenced by emotions is that there are always the logical consequences that come after the emotions.
Indeed, the most important question now is what happens next. At the United Nations Security Council, U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley dropped this hint.
The United States took a very measured step last night. We are prepared to do more, but we hope that will not be necessary.
Trump's supporters and critics seem to agree that while Trump's security team handled this well and the missile strike was momentarily useful, it remains a tactic in search of a strategy.
There is no military solution here. You're not going to be able to bomb your way to peace in Syria.
And of course, Wendy, there is the whole question of Russia and what this will mean for U.S.-Russia relations. There are even reports tonight that the Pentagon is investigating whether Russia was actively involved in the chemical attack or whether it at least tried to cover it up.
So, Keith, do we have any idea what is going to happen next?
Well, yes and no. We don't know whether the Trump White House has a plan for what its next move will be, but it's always been widely expected that if there is a political solution for Syria, that process will have to include Russia. And we do know that the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, plans to be in Moscow next week to meet with Vladimir Putin.
Thanks so much, Keith. Keith Bogue in Washington tonight.